this down for tan, I just want to go over some basic Elliott wave. So let's understand it's 5 waves up. So you're always going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? 3 will always be the largest. Okay, that's why we like to trade wave 3s. Wave 1 and wave 5 are always very similar in size. So 1 and 5, similar. That's spelled completely wrong. I don't give a fuck. This is not a spelling bee. 1 and 5 are similar. 3, biggest. Okay? So now that we have that understood, you have wave 2 and wave 4. Wave 2 is going to be a correction of 60 to 80%. Okay? Wave 4 is going to be a correction of 20 to 40 and sometimes 50% because we can, bull flag, come down 50% and then have a breakout. So that's just 2 things you understand. Okay? Wave 1, wave 5, these guys similar in size. This guy's the biggest. Okay? Then you have wave 2 come back 60 to 80%. Wave 4 will pull back 20 to 40 and sometimes 50. And then you should have a match of these 2 waves. You should have this wave move the same as that wave. Correct. Very basic, very basic. So now that we have that understood, let's break it down here. So this is the tan chart. I've drawn some of these magical lines. These magical lines are infinite. Numbers are infinite. So if I have 1, 10, 100, it's all a decimal of 1. Just wherever I move the decimal is what changes that number. So I do want to note, you can see that there's massive support at these ranges, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and just make a mental note. Now I need you guys to follow me here. I'm going to use the magnet. I'm going to use a Fibonacci. Okay, my Fibonacci is now going to retrace because we identified that wave 1 has occurred. How do we identify that wave 1 has occurred? This looks like a wave 4 that was recent and the top was broken. Once the top got broken, that's how we knew we started a new trend. That's how I knew wave 1 was coming. And then we just look for the top of wave 1 and then we pull our retracements from the bottom to the top. Now that we've done that, we're going to pop it in, bink, bink, put it from the bottom all the way up to the top. And that was the highest point. Now we're going to turn on our wave 3 golden pocket. And then from that, I just want you to take a note. We bounced perfectly at the 786. Remember I told you 60 to 80. That's why we have golden pocket as a start. And this is where you go heavier, 786. And then the 786 should go all the way to the 618. And boom, wave 3 has been hit and wave 3 is done. So I can sufficiently say that was beautiful. Obviously just still looking back at these linear supports, beautiful catch on these lines, these magical lines, and then beautiful hold at the top on those beautiful lines. So, we have something here. I'm going to pull from the bottom. I'm going to go all the way to the top. Once I go all the way to the top, once it'll let me, there it is. Oop. Come on, this is taking way too long. Okay, so now that we have that, we're in wave 4 is what we're identifying. Now that we're in wave 4, first thing we want to do, put on our wave 5 to catch the wave 5. Remember I told you, 20 to 40% is the range, 50% if we're going to bull flag. What does this currently look like? To me, looks like a bull flag. So now, all I want to do is reiterate. We've identified wave 1 up, wave 2 down. We've identified wave 3 to the top. We saw it with the Fibonacci hold. And then we've identified 3 all the way down to the 4. Now that we think that we're in wave 4, we're going to have to see wave 5. Remember, wave 1 and wave 5 are similar in size. So if I drop this down here, put it up at the top, I'm going to take off the extension, and then I'm just going to take this line and I'm going to drag it right to the bottom of this, wherever I think the low was. What do you guys think? Maybe a little higher right there? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so magic numbers, right? Remember I told you at the beginning of this, they are infinite, just wherever you change the decimal place, okay? So I'm going to take these bottom ranges, because if I take these top ones, they're going to go into the 800s if I move the decimal over 1. I'm going to take these bottom ones. I'm going to line them up. I'm going to move the decimal 1 place. 183 is that new number. This will be 190. and this one will be 222. Now, all of a sudden, we're starting to see something, aren't we? So now, if we actually bounce at this range, good hold, this would be a nasty breakout above 87, and I'd be looking for now a new target of 183. And this lines up very, very, very closely. I'm not going to say it goes to 183, but it's at 172. It's $10 away from the magical zones that have held up so far, so perfect. And that would actually complete my idea for the wave 5 being done. And that'll be the end before this massive wave gets corrected back down. But all in all, that's the breakdown on it. This was very beautiful to me when I looked at it last night, and I thought it was beautiful to share. So you guys enjoy it. In 5 minutes, or actually 6 minutes, we broke down everything to know about TAN and what to expect with solar over the next few years.